What is up, everybody? My name is Hello. Welcome back to this channel. We're solving Codeforces problems in Python, and today's video we're going to be doing problem 4, not 5a, which is called as gravity flip. Let's go ahead and read through this problem. It's a very interesting, simple problem. Let's go read through this and then break it down and understand, and then finally code the solution in Python. So little Chris is bored during his physics lesson. It's too easy apparently. So he's built a toy box to keep himself occupied. The box is special since it has the ability to change gravity. There are n columns of the toy cubes in the box arranged in a line. The ith column contains a of I cubes. Okay. At first, the gravity in the box is pulling the cubes downwards. When Chris switches the gravity, it begins to pull all the cubes to the right side of the box. The figure shows the initial and final configurations of the box. The cubes that have changed their position are highlighted with orange. Given the initial configuration of the toy cubes in the box, find the amounts of cubes in each of the n columns after the gravity switch. Okay, so what they're saying simply is there is a gravity switch, which means all of these boxes should move to the right. So the first input line contains the number of columns in the box. The next line, n, contains space separated integer numbers. The ith number, a of I, denotes the number of cubes in the ith column. Okay, so the example, there are 4 columns, right? The first column has 3, the second column has 2, the third column has 1, and then the fourth column has 2. Once gravity has struck and you're moving all of this to the right, the answer is going to be such that it is 1, because you can see that, let's imagine this is going to the right, and then this one has free reign. So it'll go all the way to the right. These two will move 1 space to the right. And then you get the output of 1, 2, 2, and 3. Now, this is what we're going to solve for. Let's try to understand this question in the whiteboard a bit better. Okay, I think we broke down example 1 already, but let's just try to put that into perspective ourselves with the whiteboard so that you guys understand a bit better, right? So there are 4 columns, and you say this is column 1 is 1, 2, 3, and then column 2 is 1, 2, and column 1 is 1, and then column 3 is 1, and then column 4 is 2. When gravity strikes, and they call this term gravity, okay? And now you'll tell me why I've circled this in red in just a bit, okay? Because when gravity strikes, what happens? This moves all the way here because there's nothing, obstructing it. So this becomes, okay, 3 right here, and then this goes all the way right there, and then this stays the same. So what this looks like is basically 1, right? Sorry, 1, and then 1, 2, and then 1, 2, because these two move 1 left, and then this becomes 1, 2, 3. Now let's take the second example where it's 2 and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 8, which is this line. Assume that's it, that line. It cannot move anywhere because this is blocked right here. So it's going to be the same. Now I'm going to take one more example. Instead of this being 2, 3, 8, I'm going to be giving values like 5, 3, and then 4. Okay, so let's work through that and you guys will understand a bit more about what it is the solution requires. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now this free reign, yes, this can move 1 space because this one is empty. The rest will stay the same. Now, what will the answer look like here? So this will be 1, 2, 3. This will move 1 forward. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then this will move 2 forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so the answer is 3, 4, 5 in this case. 3, 4, 5. The answer is 2, 3, 8 in this case. It's 1, 2, 2, 3 in this case. Now, tell me one thing, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't this the sorted version of this? Yes. Isn't this the sorted version of this? And isn't this the sorted version of this, which it is already sorted? Meaning, what does this simply mean? When, see, I'm saying, right, instead of me just moving this one tile to the right, and we know that the tile with the maximum height is going to be the rightmost because it will not have any competitor. Meaning, instead of me just moving the tile, I can just move the entire thing also, right? Because regardless of how many is going to be here and whatever the difference is going to be from the highest to the second highest, that is going to be free reign. It can go all the way to the right. Okay. Apply the same thing then to the second right also. Meaning, as long as there's gap and the second highest height here will have gap to just move around, right? And it'll go to the rightmost. And that will happen in order of maximum. So whatever is the last is going to be the maximum. The second last will be the second maximum element. Third last is going to be the third maximum element, because there is no competition. If this is the max, it will make sure that it has the maximum value. If this has the maximum value, then there is no competition for the second max. It will go to the second largest value, and then third largest value. This will go up till the last largest value, which is the smallest value. So basically what we're doing here is arranging the given array in smallest to largest. This is what the solution requires, and this is what the question is all about. So they are tricking you by saying this word gravity, which is why I marked that in red. This is what essentially that they are talking about. Let's go ahead and see how this will look like in code. Okay, so I'm going to take n as input, and then I'm going to do lst is equal to list of map of int comma input dot r strip dot split, right? And then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do list dot sort. But if you guys want to learn, try to implement some sorting algorithm, maybe quick sort, because bubble sort won't work in this case depending on the input, right? So I'm just going to see what the input here is. Okay, it's n 1 to 100 only, so you can implement any sorting method you want. So then I'm just going to go ahead and print list. Sorry, I have to unzip this list because they're expecting space separated output, right? So okay, I'm going to go ahead and submit this solution. We know that the test cases are passing. This is 405A. I'm going to go ahead and submit, and you can see that the solution will get accepted. You can see that it's been accepted. Very, very simple problem. Is all about breaking the problem down and understanding what their meaning and hiding behind those fancy words and images. It's a simple sorting problem. I hope this helped you. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in another video. Until then.